Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yes.
You guys can move it.
I'm gonna ask you each to introduce yourselves, and then tell me how you originally got into music. We'll talk about the band in a little bit, but school band or I don't know.
Okay.
Family band, whatever it could
Go
be.
ahead, Ryan.
Ryan, you start.
I'm Ryan. I play the drums. I initially got into music kind of just listening to it, but I was always one of those kids who was constantly like tapping on my desk and everything in grade school. So I started kind of playing the trumpet because they were like, wow, you can make a noise with this, so do that. And then I kind of moved on to drums from there, and I've been playing off and on since I was about 12. So
Nice. You think they would have put you right onto the drums if you...
I know, yeah, but they were like, you're the only kid that can make a noise with the trumpet, so you have to play the trumpet right now. So it's like,
Don't
okay.
you love that about schools?
I was like, yeah.
Hey, tall kid, you're
Yeah,
on the team.
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do they test you with a...
Yep, exactly. Exactly what it was. They're like, all right, there's a noise coming out. You're good.
That's what...
I'm Lucas. I play the bass. I also started in band. I started on saxophone. I kind of wanted to play the drums, but they told me I had to have piano experience first.
They lied.
I know. Right? I think it's because of like the xylophone bullshit.
I could see that. Yeah.
But yeah, so I started on saxophone, but I think I got into sort of more of the modern music stuff. I grew up in a really rural town, and there was nothing to do, so a bunch of us said, "Let's go buy some instruments and start a band, punk rock band." We were teenagers, and we just started getting into punk rock, and had to do it ourselves, make it happen. So. That's where it all kicked off.
That's awesome. I have to assume that they would be your parents saying, "Oh no, you have to get a piano first."
Yeah.
Put that in front of you before they buy you a set of drums.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Matt. I play guitar. Music was just always... I'm from a small town too, kind of like Lucas. From a town in North Dakota. If you've ever seen the documentary Jesus Camp, that's my hometown.
Wow. I have so many more questions.
Let's talk after.
Yeah. All right, yes.
So a small town, there wasn't a ton going on, and I unlike these two, I was never actually in school band, but music was always around the house. Like my parents were always listening to records. But what really got me into it was actually around 9/11, not because of 9/11, but around 9/11, VH1, if you remember that TV channel, I don't know if it's still around.
Is it?
We'll fact check that.
It probably is, but probably doesn't play music anymore.
Exactly,
Yeah, right.
exactly.
Them and Spin Magazine did a short documentary on punk rock. And I remember watching, I was like 14, 15 years old, and I was like, oh, like I don't have to play like Jimmy Page to be a guitar player? Cool. And so, my parents bought me my first guitar, that Christmas, and I learned how to play power chords. And
It's all downhill from
yeah,
there.
it's all downhill from there. Haven't been the same since.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm Dan. I sing and play guitar. My inspiration for playing guitar was I saw a few of my older cousins play a show in a school gymnasium in rural Nebraska when I was like 8, and it just stuck with me, and I just went to my parents and like, I really want to be like my older cousins and play guitar. And I think originally I was like, who's really cool is Eddie Van Halen and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I started taking lessons from a neighbor and realized that probably was not my trajectory, and then like found punk rock kind of like Matt, and just said, yeah, you don't have to be super adept and be able to go up and down the neck of the guitar like those guys, and that really opened a whole world up for me. And singing, like I started with like some high school friends. Originally I was like rapping in a funk band, so like that really...
That's a true story.
That's
Right, this is a true story.
Brand appropriate. Okay.
Can we listen to it on
Yeah,
it?
Is
is
there
there
footage
any
of this?
recording?
Those recordings have been destroyed.
If anybody has those recordings, we're on the rock
I
show.
will pay
willing to
reasonable
pay.
money for that.
But that got me used to being like in front of people. We played a couple of shows, and then doing that and starting a punk band with some high school friends. Really put the bug in me to play live and be a performer and write songs and stuff. So that's pretty much where I came from. So yeah,
That's all, what's interesting is the punk. I would have assumed that anybody had got into punk music at some point. You know, but you all seem to have some rural connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I never really thought about it, but yeah.
I mean, we're all Midwesterners, you know, by birth. So, so doing like barn parties and like really DIY stuff was crucial for me to see that you don't need to have a booking person, or, you know, you can go out and create community without all of the bells and whistles. And I think, growing up in the Midwest really shaped that side of me. I know, I can't speak for these guys, but
Oh yeah, we put our own shows on, or we would just, throw some instruments in a shed, open the gate, and hope people would come over and listen, and until the cops came and made us stop.
Yeah.
For sure.
I did once play a show in Canada in a barn. That was kind of cool. It was like 17, 18, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, another small town, just, Manitoba, just north of where I lived. And yeah, the band I was in high school, we did the same thing. We just played it. The last show we played was at a pizza shop, of all places, in East Grand Forks. I forget what it was called, but it was a really fun show. And yeah.
Pizza shops for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of house shows. I
Yeah.
think when you're younger, you can't really play anywhere else too. It's kind of like this is your only spot to go play, and all your friends can come to the show actually too. Then, and you know, a lot of house shows, but a lot of cops being called as well for
sure.
those shows. But yeah, until you're like kind of that age where you can actually play venues and stuff too, it's kind of your only. Got to do it yourself basically.
Yeah.
They're super fun though.
Yeah.
Kind of miss those times sometimes.
I do too.
Although I would never play another one. Probably.
Oh, I would.
Don't ask us. Don't ask.
You can ask me, and I'll talk him into it.
Yeah, my parents
Something about
foolishly
a sweaty basement.
let me put on like DIY shows in our basement at our house, and
That's awesome.
all my friends would come over, and all of our friends' bands would play these shows, and only got the cops called on us once. Because we tried to do it outside on our patio.
Yeah.
That's where
Not having it.
that's where it gets shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly,
wasn't a
I
porch.
never played I've never played a single show in my hometown in Devils Lake, North Dakota. It's like, I don't know.
Should we change that?
I mean,
Would that be a bad idea
no.
or not? Yeah, would that be a bad idea?
There is a community college there. I'm sure there are some cool people.
Good fishing up in
sort of
Devils Lake.
homecoming.
There's very good fishing there.
I think I know the economic developers there. A long time ago, I think I did a presentation there.
Really?
Well, and what was funny is they said, I'm a consultant. They're like, it's Devil's Lake. We can just fly there. And I don't like to fly on the best of days. I'm like, are you stinking kidding me? You think I'm getting on an airplane to a place called Devil's Lake?
Oh, yeah.
Tiny airport.
Tiny airport? Yeah.
It ain't gonna be a jet.
No,
Two
no.
propellers and
That was it.
Yeah, I think I don't remember what airline. There's like one airline that flies into Devil's Lake. I've never done it. It's
Because it's spitting in the eye of God to try. So.
yeah. I mean, driving to North Dakota just feels that way.
Oh, no.
I can say that
Shots
from
fired in North Dakota.
Just kidding.
Well, North Dakota's easy to drive. I had 2 daughters went to school in Manitoba, so I've done that drive
wow.
through
Yeah.
North Dakota
Okay.
a lot.
Okay.
And you're not going to run into anything or a hill or anything. It's easy driving.
Yeah, at least on the east side of the state,
Yeah.
there are. You get into like the Badlands area. That's really beautiful. but
Yes.
That's
I've
very
done some of
different
that.
from
Yeah.
the rest of
Yeah.
North Dakota.
Right. Back to the DIY stuff, though. I tangent there, as I often tend to do. Yeah, I would think having done all the DIY stuff makes it even easier for you to play any old venue ever because you're so ready for anything.
Yeah, and it's always a challenge, you know, to walk into a place you've never played before with a sound person you've never, you know, worked with before, and there might be like a soft spot in one of the or on the stage somewhere that you could fall into. You know,
Yeah.
Is there a story behind that?
Or is this just something?
A fear.
I can remember playing the old Big V's.
Say no more.
Okay.
I don't know if it's still there because I haven't played the
Midway Saloon now.
but-
Yeah.
But there
think
was
they
definitely
changed the
a
stage.
soft spot right in the front of that stage that if you weren't careful, you're going through it. You know?
I once fell off a stage.
Yeah, I mean, there are some small stages and have been in this area for sure. I know Viking Bar was a tiny one.
Viking Bar was a
Palmer's
post-
is
yeah.
and Palmer's is
Viking
also
Bar,
like,
that is some old school.
I don't even know where that
I was
one
like,
is.
she's like, you don't.
It's not around anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they were doing shows there back pre-pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
so probably around 2018, 2019.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the owners got into some financial difficulties, and they ended up selling it. And now it's
It's on the West Bank.
Yeah, it's right by
Okay.
the Hard Times.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right down the street.
Huh.
Yeah.
So.
Never played there. You know, venues that you go to, I've had to explain to people who aren't in bands that, like, when you go play a show, it's not like you're at practice. You can't always hear yourselves, and your bandmates, so you really, like, have to be ready for those situations.
Yeah. And Lucas brought up a point, too, that when we practice, we're all facing each other, just the way that
Yeah.
practice spaces are kind of set up, and especially if you have multiple bands. Like, so then, when you first start, it's sort of your first experience of facing out towards people with people on either side of you and the drummer in the back, you know, which you're not used to,
No.
Yeah,
you know, that. So, it takes some getting used to.
for sure.
It's interesting to think about that. Because in some bands you see, and you can see a lot of eye contact happening. But I'd say, so, even if you are a band that does a lot of eye contact, you've got to be on some stages where it's so blaring that you can't even see the person next to you.
Yeah.
And then if you're the drummer, forget about it.
Yeah.
They just put me in the back, and I just.
There have been times where, like, I'm a very visual person, like where I've had to watch Ryan's stick keep time just for me to actually, like, okay, I'm good.
And the kind of like your point about each venue is different as well. Like, you never know where they're going to have the drum set set up. If it's already up there, and the band playing after you might want it right, you know, in a certain spot as well. And then again, the amps that you're going to get and everything. So
Sometimes you stand on that soft spot so you can feel the bass drum.
Yeah. Or the
Great
drummer, like you're backlining drums, and the
Yeah.
drummer before you is 6'2".
Yep,
and he's
for
got
sure.
everything, you know, this high, and you need it down here, and and then you got the added pressure of getting yourself all put together, but also the attention deficit of people in the bar. Like, do we really want to stay for the next band? And you want to try to grab them before they leave,
Yeah.
and you know, so.
There's nothing more valuable than the fast turnaround.
Yes.
for
I mean,
sure.
Yeah,
You know.
That's why, like, I appreciate a lot of the venues around here have been doing like backline sets, and I think every show we've played so far has had a backline set, which has been just it's such a nice bonus thing, especially coming from a drummer. It's like such a pain to load and unload all of your stuff, and thankfully I have yet to do it somehow. Dan gets pretty upset about it because he's done it many times, and I haven't had to do it at all. It's like, one of these times we're gonna have to bring your drum set.
Maybe like
Maybe
you
the Palmer show.
Yeah,
so.
you know what?
And we
Ryan's
are
gonna
playing
Yeah.
last at Palmer.
Yeah.
I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I'm more than happy to do it, sort of.
You'll do it if
That's
you
on-
have to.
that's
I think it's
recorded.
the yeah, exactly. We are having a lovely chat, but should we play a song?
Sure.
That'd be great.
What would you like to play?
Dealer's choice.
Don't do that game.
Yeah, we don't-
I just
well,
played it.
Maybe one that doesn't have a.
Yeah, we can't do say that.
Okay.
So we do Ghost to Ghost.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
This is
do
fine.
Ghost to Ghost.
All right.
Title track, I guess, kind of.
All right, here we go. Peony Park, Ghost to Ghost. Okay.
The microphones aren't on, but the live stream on Facebook is still. So
Okay.
you can curse all you want now, but don't talk shit on anyone who's in
if you don't want them to hear
Oh, I
it.
got a real problem with
Right.
Mark's guy. It's really. Oh wait, you're right here.
I do not like the president.
That you can say on there.
Yeah.
We're good with
We're
that.
good with that. We're good with that.
Why would you say something so controversial?
Oh. Right. Went to an event yesterday over by the Capitol, a happening where you could smash watermelons or then throw them at picture.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Rage
Yeah.
Against the
Just
Machine.
Rage Against the
Rage
Regime,
Against the Regime.
yeah. And then it was ended with some puppet theater. It was very
That's cool.
it's
Oh, is it
good.
the Heart of the Beast? Folks?
No,
Oh,
no. Her name is Heather Friedley, and she actually has an art studio across the street from the White Squirrel.
Oh,
cool.
Sure.
So she's involved with
Amazing.
5051, and I'm involved with Women's March. So we've worked on things together.
Sure,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was it was very
Great.
charming. It was hot though.
Yeah.
And then she just got a bunch of musicians to play. Someone was on a violin, and this woman sang War Pigs. She had the perfect voice for it. We were like, holy crap!
Love it.
It was just, and I kind of went in, and then I was like, it's so hot here. So then I did my grocery shopping, and then because I live stream stuff for them, so
Sure.
I came back for that. So I missed some of it, but yeah, someone older than I am working for Indivisible, see her hack up a watermelon like it is. And I was like, you have some nice form there, my friend.
This is your
Looks
first
like
time
you've been
doing
practicing.
that.
I know, exactly. But I thought, well, that's a very cathartic.
Mhm.
And then much easier when we plan the marches.
Mm-hmm.
Much. So yes, you're safe with the...
Well, and we're on the McAllister campus.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we're at SCSU, I might be like,
I'd say it there too. Yeah. Ask me how I feel about that.
Yeah, that's a tricky place.
Yeah.
Speaking of, have you I just watched a performance from 1997 at the Hole.
Yeah,
Are they still doing shows at that place?
yeah.
Gully Boys played there last year. Gully Boys? Or
Did-
Vile played there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that in St. Cloud?
No, it's on Kaufman Union on the U of M.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's pretty much run by the students, right?
Yeah, I remember playing the Kitty Cat Club
Oh.
there many times with multiple different bands, and then when that closed, I was pretty heartbroken.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a home stage for a few of my bands. But
Yeah.
That was a cool venue.
Yeah.
yeah, it
That
really
was a
was.
good one.
Oh yeah, that was the other one. Or you get on the stage and there's a pole right in the
Yep.
middle of it.
Yeah. I remember playing there once with a junior senator, and something was going on with my guitar and my amp. I hit a pedal, and it just put out this really ugly squeal, and practically ruined the show for us.
See, I used to see a lot of noise there.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'd have been the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Act like you meant to do it.
But it was where there were times where you're like, are they? Is this?
So, yeah.
No, but you'd be like, are they done warming up? Is this?
Right.
Are they
Some-
playing now?
These two women are playing, and then they get off the stage. They're like, we were just terrible. I'm like, why would you say that? We don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Isn't terrible the goal? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta see.
Yeah, 13 seconds.
You know what it really is? I gotta do call letters. That was Ghost to Ghost by Peony Park, who we have in studio on Mostly Minnesota Music on WMCN 91.7 FM in St. Paul. Welcome.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna just jump right. I'm gonna say I enjoyed that song very much, but we have been talking about all of your music, but we haven't talked about how you folks formed as a band.
Started with a Craigslist ad.
Truly.
It's kind of insane how many bands say that.
Yeah.
And I thought Craigslist was dead.
Yeah.
Well,
No, but
it was
sounds like a lot of
certainly
bands
dying
are-
when I put that ad up.
You revived it.
Yeah, I put up an ad. I had just come out of a band called Quarterback Club. They're now called X Rodeo, and they're doing great. I think they have a record coming out soon. Shameless plug to my band.
No, please do.
They're great guys. And I was looking to do like kind of like a replacements Gaslight Anthem thing, and this guy Dan responds, and I'd seen his name pop up on different places, and I'm like, I bet Dan Henney's going to respond to this. I'm just gonna wait for him to.
I'm that predictable.
I'm gonna wait until I hear from Dan, and because like I'm pretty sure this is happening.
That's funny. Did you
Just getting
know
tons
him
of
before? I mean, had you met,
responses.
or just
So-
do you see the name so often?
I just there's like different Facebook groups.
Oh, yeah.
And I would see Dan's name pop up here and there, and then years ago, long time ago, we didn't know each other and we hadn't talked since. Dan and I actually jammed once when I was starting a different band.
Okay.
But he was playing on drums, but I had a friend who, if I remember right, had initially told me no, but then told me yes. And then we ended up forming a band, and it just didn't work out with him, which, thank God, because he started a band called Night Jobs, and they're one of the best bands in the Twin Cities.
No doubt.
Yeah, very good.
And I was, it was pretty much the same for me. I think I found Ryan through an ad either on Facebook or Craigslist.
It's
And
Craigslist. I responded to your ad, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was one looking for like punk drummer or something like that, and I'm not originally from here. I've only lived here for about 5 years, and I had just kind of like started playing the drums again and got a drum set in my house. You know, it's like a difficult instrument to have in an apartment, and so I was like, I want to start playing with people again too, because it's not the most fun instrument to play by yourself also. And I, no joke, looked on Craigslist like randomly. That ad was on there. I reached out to Dan. We shared a couple songs from like old bands, and he played a couple things that we actually play one of those songs to this day still. It's on our new album. And we went and jammed, and there were a couple other dudes originally with us kind of, and it just didn't really work out. And then reached out again and turned it into this too, I think. Similar for Lucas.
Yeah, I know. Now mine was Facebook, but I remember just waking up one morning and doing that early morning doom scroll that you do as you're sort of waking up, and just seeing this ad in one of the musicians like groups on Facebook, and the ad was looking for a bassist. Gaslight Anthem was mentioned, but so was Sunny Day Real Estate and Mineral, and like I was like, well, I need to respond to this immediately so that I am first in line, because I did not want anyone else to beat me to it. Like I'd always wanted to be in a band like what was being described there. It was just the hitting all of it was playing the hits for me. So jumped on it as fast as I could, and just hope to God that they liked what I was doing.
Yep, and that's what, almost 2 years ago now?
Yeah, February or January.
Yeah, it'll be 2 years in
for me.
Okay, yeah.
It went over.
I
of course,
actually
about
just
3
looked
months.
this up because I looked up Dan Henney to get my
the first.
to get the email from this, and I found the
First
OG
contact.
Craigslist ad. It was late November, like 2023 is
Okay.
when you and I
Yeah.
first contacted each
Because
other
I think you
for
guys
this
got,
project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you guys got together like once, and then
Yeah.
us three got together maybe once or twice
Mm-hmm.
before.
And then I think mine was the first week of February 2024.
Okay.
So over that period of time, that's what it took to get us all
all
together.
4 of us together. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And we haven't left each other's sides.
The rest is history. It's fun to hear how that comes about and how to hear the ad specifically, because when you ask bands to tell us about your music, what is that? People are like, indescribable. I'm like, now what I have to ask is, if you were looking for a bass player, how would you write the ad? You know, because then you're like, okay, now I have a feel for. And some music is indescribable, but sometimes you're just like, should I be wearing my boots or high heels? That's all I need to know. You know, it's, you know, am I going to wear my cowboy hat or not? Would that be, you know, it doesn't, but just yeah. To know the keywords to get the right people in the room.
I don't think I would have responded to his ad if it said something else, you know? Like
well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's not...
For sure.
You don't have to be perfect about, but just to, you know, if it had said Barry Manilow, you wouldn't be here.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, and that's kind of what you're looking for.
Maybe.
I
There's
mean,
a fair
might be a
chance.
difference.
Copacabana could have got me.
That would get us all, being fair.
Hottest
Little
spot
Mandy.
north of Havana.
Tell us about the album, because you got the album release. How's it going?
Dan,
You
speak
released
for
a
us.
little piece.
Hit it, Dan.
It really, I mean, like we said, kind of the timeline of the band, but Matt came in with some ideas. I came in with some ideas. Lucas came in with some ideas. Ryan didn't come in with any ideas.
Single one. Nothing. Again, I played the drums.
I was like, that sounds like a drummer.
But yeah, it came together really fast, and I didn't foresee in 2025 I'd be in a band that was ready to do like a full length within about a year of playing together. You know, and there was pressure on me constantly. You know, we get through a song, we get it kind of written, and then you know, these three would be like, all right, well, what about vocals? I'm like, the song's just done. Like, give me a second, please. And so, but no, I'm really proud of what it is.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Originally did a 3-song EP with our friend Eric. That came out good. But when we started talking about doing a full length, we wanted to include the first 3 songs that we did on the EP. So,
I mean, to be fair, we recorded those in about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because that's all the studio time we could afford at the time, and you know, with what we were doing. So it sounded fantastic for the amount of time we had to spend on it.
Absolutely.
But we wanted to spend a little more time, and even by a little, I mean this record was recorded in 2 days, basically, with a little extra time for the vocals after that. But the 4 of us together recording the music was done over a weekend, which is still not a lot of time. And we went into it going, we'll see what we get. You know, maybe we'll get an EP, maybe we'll, you know, we have enough material, but who knows how much we'll actually knock out. But we've been playing these songs a long time, and this band is really cohesive. There's no egos. We play off of each other really, really well. That's why I think we've been so prolific. I mean, we're already working on like 5 more new songs. I mean, it's it's moving really way faster than any project I've ever been a part of in the past, and also way more, I would say, democratic than any project I've been a part of in the past.
For sure.
So yeah. But keep going on. Sorry, I cut you totally out. You're going to talk about Andy.
Yeah, it's very democratic. Stop talking. So we went back into the studio that we did the EP on called Tree Speak. It's up in Columbia Heights. I'm not going to give out their address. And we worked with a fellow named Andy Matheson, who I'd known. He plays in bands around town. Class of '86. He's now in a band called Power Dam. And he's great to work with, and he always gets really good sounds, and I knew that he would kind of get what we were going for. And very efficient, and can...
he can tune a drum set.
Yeah, he can tune a drum set, which is nice.
No problem.
Yeah.
Helped me out a lot.
And yeah.
Now you can too?
He showed you how.
I watched.
Yeah. So knocked it out in a couple of days, all the main parts, and then did vocals pretty much in the evening, and then came back and listened to it and laid some other stuff, like some other vocal stuff down. And
Shout out to Jer.
Yeah, shout out to
yeah,
Jer,
and
for sure.
Jer from Rat Owl and Align did some backup work on it, and yeah, we're really happy how it turned out. We're really proud of it.
Yeah, for sure.
But we want to press it. We're thinking about it. We're not sure how that's going to work because pressing records is expensive. But I know we're all proud enough of this where we'd like to if we can figure out how to do it.
Yeah,
It'd be
definitely
cool to physically hold this album.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Put a lot of time into this and a lot of thought into it. I think what's kind of a blessing for this band is that Dan and I and Lucas as well, just we have like a backlog of stuff that we've just been working on through the years that maybe we just didn't use in other bands, or they weren't the right thing, or it's just something we started but never finished. Ryan hasn't brought in any ideas, like Dan said.
Yeah, not yet. But
to his credit,
No pressure.
To his credit,
He's just the drummer.
to his credit, I refuse to listen to him play guitar because, like, if it turns out he's better than all of us, I'm going to be very upset.
What he does do is like play drums unlike I think anyone else I've heard. The originality and the creative approaches he takes
Absolutely.
to the songs we do bring, and the speed at which he gets to that point is pretty amazing, and so that makes everything so much easier. So that's been fantastic.
Hey, Ryan.
Thanks, Lucas.
Hey, Ryan. I think you're really great, too.
Dan?
I'd still go with you're not the best drummer in this band.
And yeah. It's the Beatles. So I was like, oh, might be true.
I might argue with myself about that. So, it's great to have people that you can really trust, and I'm completely inspired by what these guys come up with. Makes me excited to do more. It makes band practice not feel like a grind sometimes, which it can feel like.
I think that's a big part of why
There's something about night jobs you want to tell us?
Kind of writing so many things too, because we do actually practice like pretty much every week. I think we calculated at one time that we'd only miss like a couple weeks in the last year that we've been getting together, because I've said this before, but like we're actually friends too outside of this band, which is really nice. We hang out and text too often according to our partners, and but so it's been really nice because I think we're all still really excited about writing music together and playing music together, even though we've been doing it for how long we've been doing it for together. So we're still excited about everything we're writing, which is great.
Yep.
We're not getting bored yet.
Not yet.
That's good. I can only imagine how difficult it is to show up every week if you're not in that groove. I'll just put it that way. I mean, we've all worked with people we don't like, or we're annoyed with or something. But to be creative when you're annoyed at Susie, that's gonna be a rough. So
or
much
when
easier.
you're getting together once a month, then you like completely forget what you were doing, and each practice is just trying to like catch back up, and you don't get anywhere. And that's
all
kind of why
four
the
of
first
us
thing
were in that
fell apart.
situation at one point or
Yes,
another.
definitely.
Should we play another song?
Sure.
Yeah. Should we do the gist
Yeah. Sounds good.
or Hickory? Dealer's choice.
I guess those are singles. So.
Do the gist.
You want to do the gist?
You really want to hear Basement Stairs
I would.
before we get
I'd
out
love
of
to be here.
So we'll do that next.
Okay. The Gist by Peony Park. This is that millisecond that gives me on my gray hair. What did I do wrong?
I do not envy you. I would be like,
It's not. It's. I'm going to show you.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want to show?
You can go for it.
Okay.
I had a radio station in college, but I didn't talk at all. I just played.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
there's a
See,
wallet.
that's
What?
really
How's it going?
Langen.
Langen?
Yeah.
Okay, and
And.
And
there we go. I'm Matt. There we go. It's like Who am I talking to?
Just random people.
I was probably in the bathroom when
Not
you guys
even
did
our show.
introductions.
Oh.
We just showed up here.
Yeah, girl at the rock shows.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, you're a girl at the rock show?
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. for
That was
sure.
a really, really nice write-up you
It
did.
was
It
a
was,
really
yes.
nice show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a super fun show. Yeah, those are
Yeah, thank
solid-
you for
those are-
doing that. I think, like, not just for us, but just for the scene in general. I
Yeah.
think it's been really, it helps build this community
I
out.
appreciate that. Thank
Just
you.
want you to know it's appreciated.
Yeah, it's fun.
For
It's
sure.
fun.
It's got me to follow a lot more bands.
Yeah,
Me
Does
too.
it?
Definitely.
Good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I want to hear.
Yeah, I think a lot
Even
of,
if I bitch about them and rip
Yeah.
them apart.
yeah.
Yeah,
God, that was
I'm
a
not
fun
from here.
show.
and I'm not exactly like there's such a big like music scene here. I had no
Yeah.
idea. It's like
It's
been pretty
huge.
awesome.
And
yeah.
it goes deep too. It's
And that's
been
what
around
kind
for a
of
long,
made
long
me
time.
get into wanting to play again because I'm like, wow, there's like people my age too still playing
Right.
in bands and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Well, and it's
it was-
crazy. Like, I thought I knew the scene, and then I started doing this show
And you're like,
every
there's
week with
even
her, and
more.
it's like, who the f is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how have I been doing Girl the Rock shows 10 years and I've
Not
never seen
now.
this name? What?
Yeah.
Like,
For me, I was almost done. I was 27. I hadn't played in a band for 10 years. And it was 11 years ago now. And I was actually looking to, considering selling all my electric stuff. I was always going to keep my acoustic, but
Yeah.
like my electric stuff, I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever play in a band. One morning in October, my friend Grant texts me, "Are you still playing guitar?" And I'm like,
it was a sign.
Could be.
yes. And I started a band, and I've been doing this. I've been in a lot of bands since then.
I've just been doing the cover band circuit for a while because I kind of thought that was all I was going to be able to do when I hit 40.
Turns out, that's one thing that's great about the music scene here is that it doesn't really seem to have an age.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, we played with the customers, and those guys have to be in their 60s.
We
Yeah.
love Ryan and the
Yeah.
customers.
They-
Ryan
yeah.
is the
they're awesome.
sweetest.
They were
They're
so
all
nice.
sweet, but yeah.
They-
I played with them at Palmer's, and they were
They shred.
just like
Yeah.
We played before them, and I think each member separately complimented me and said, "You guys were, it was like a good show."
Well,
good
and
show."
I-
And I was like, "Thank you guys. Like that means a lot." Like
They're one of
you
those
don't have to
bands
do
that they
like,
support. Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
support and
They watch
support.
the whole
Yeah.
show.
And
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that Terry was one of the Westie boys, and I was like, "Oh, you're in Run Rusty 1? And you like my band?
Yeah.
Really?"
That's the thing is you would never know because he's so humble
Yeah,
and just
I
down to
know.
earth, and he just seems like another guy from the scene.
Yeah.
But then when I
Yeah.
watch him play, I'm like, "That's the guitar player I wish I
Yeah,
was."
he was so good.
He's
yeah.
What was the other song you wanted to play since he's still in the band?
Basement stairs.
Basement stairs.
Okay.
You want to go right into it?
Do you want to since we're already
Sure.
at 40?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Have we gone over our time?
No.
No.
Okay.
I just fucked up and put this one on Spotify instead of the email. But that's okay. Basement shit. Radio's fun. There we
There you
go.
go. Easy peasy.
Yeah, we've played with a lot of good bands.
Yeah, we probably talk for about 10 minutes after this.
Okay.
Because, well, in case the student comes for the next
Yeah.
shift, I try to
Have a
model,
little buffer. Really. Yeah.
model being on.
For sure.
time.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
Someone may or may not. Yeah, it is nice that it's ageless. You know,
Yeah.
I went at my
Until you go to a show at Pillar and you realize your age and you are not 18 anymore.
Is Pillar an all ages show?
Oh,
Okay.
it is.
Oh,
okay. I did not
It's
know
awesome. It's very, very cool. I've only gone to 2 or 3 shows, but it's one of those venues that and like Legion shows in the basement of Legion that I've been going to lately. Oh, I get I'm like, holy
I know, it's
fuck.
so-
I could be everyone's parent.
Yeah.
Where is your bottle of water?
Welcome to my
Where are
world.
your
that. Like,
earplugs?
yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Oh God, we played a
Earplugs
show at White
are a
Squirrel,
must.
and
I think I saw that.
was it the last one we played?
I just remember seeing you there, and I live in St. Paul. I was
Okay.
there
She
last
Lives
night.
at Squirrel.
I was like, I was there. I was
Okay.
there a lot.
Oh.
Anyways, go on.
I love White
I had
Squirrel.
I had an ear infection, so everything was like hurt, and I had my earplugs in. But because I had an ear infection, I couldn't hear extra. So after our first song, I'm like, shit, I gotta take this out. And I was sitting next to Ryan, and the whole show I was getting blasts of bass drum into my infected ear.
Perfect.
And it hurt so bad. But then one of the members of Threads Electric. I don't know if you've seen them or not.
They played last night. I was supposed to be there. Or Friday night.
I think that was.
Are they?
They're filling in for Sugarcoat. Sugarcoat was supposed to play, couldn't contacted us. We couldn't do it either. So Threads is filling in.
It's my birthday. I'm not going.
Their keyboardist was like, "Do you want me to take a look at it?" And I'm like, "Are you a medical professional?" And she's like, "I'm an ER doctor."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
okay.
She's like, "Oh, you have an infection. You just need an eardrop. She'll be fine."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay." And I just happened to have some at my
I
house.
didn't remember that story. That's funny. She had the whole like
No,
thing.
no. She took her phone. She's like, "I don't have the thing, but I can at least get a you know."
Because I walked up while it was happening, I was like, "Is everybody just messing with Matt right now? What's going on?" And she's just like,
No,
I'm
just
here. I'm
ends
like,
up
I
being
don't know
an
what this
ER
is.
doctor. And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yes, you can look at my
definitely
ear."
look. Yeah. Free health.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Felt my lymph.
She can give you a bill.
Yeah.
She felt my lymph nodes in my neck. She's like, "Don't worry, you don't have cancer. You're
All of a
fine."
sudden, all these
Nice.
bands start contacting
Yeah,
us.
who
is
Which
this
one of
again?
you is the doctor? I gotta talk to you.
We get tons of bookings.
It's the
Plus.
free clinic
Yeah.
keyboard player.
Yeah, if I didn't have plans tonight, I'd actually go to that show.
Threads
but-
are great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good friends of mine. Brian, their drummer.
Catchy songs.
They're very nice.
They've been
dudes.
on my list. It's just it still hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
They're very good. They have like a postal servicey thing, but a little more like modern indie meets postal service.
Yeah.
His stage presence is awesome too.
Yeah.
He's got a thing.
Their drummer and I used to be in a band together. He was actually in that first band 10 years ago. It's been 10 years.
Basement Stairs by Peony Park, who we have in studio.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Tell us about the upcoming show. The release of your
I pointed at you.
Shows plural or just?
Yeah, I guess I forget.
shows. You
Dan
definitely
knows-
shows, but particularly
Dan's got all the info.
We're playing August.
that'll teach you.
August 16th, right, for the Uptown Porch Fest.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
Well, you know what? Can I already break in? Tell us more about Porch Fest for folks who.
Dan.
Porch Fest is. They have one in Uptown. I believe they have one in Northeast that happens earlier in the year or earlier in the summer. And essentially, it's just people opening their porches up, and you can walk from house to house, and different local bands will be playing, and it's a really cool thing. We're actually there. This is the first year the Uptown VFW is gonna host a porch, and that's where we're gonna be on August 16th. Right now, our slot is supposedly 240 to 310, but Porch Fest tends to be a little loose with their planning and stuff. It just because it's a matter of a lot of venue or a lot of porches you got to bring your own PA to and stuff, and there's some setup. But I don't think we're gonna run into that at VFW.
They got all that.
But now we're back to DIY.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So that'll be fun. I didn't really. My other band played it last year, and we're kind of out on the edge, and so I didn't really get to walk around too much. I think I'm going to try to a lot this year and just see what's going on.
Do you know what the time of it is actually? Like the whole event?
It runs from 1 to 4.
Okay.
Because they can't have bands out playing on porches until all hours. And then August 23rd, we're playing at Palmer's with Joan of Profile and
The Havana Sleeve.
the Havana Sleeve. Yep.
Yeah, that'll be our release show for this record, and we're all
Yeah.
that'll be one you don't want to miss.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. The record also dropped that day.
Yep.
So the whole thing, we have a couple singles out right now. We might drop another one, maybe not, I don't know. But the whole thing will come out on the 23rd as well. So
Yep.
big party at Palmer's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and what
Send-off, too.
exactly what a coup to have to be able to do it there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
Very lucky.
I feel very like I don't know. It feels very special to be one of the last bands that's gonna play there. And
Yeah.
that place is
Legendary.
legendary. It's been there forever, and we're all really gonna miss it.
Yeah, it's one of those places when I first went there, because again, I'm not from here, and I was kind of like, that's where the stage is, and this is very, and then the sound was amazing though, and I was like, this was so fun and great. Yeah, it's like, don't fall off of that one, by the way, Matt.
Yeah, try not to. That was the eagle.
It gets crowded up there.
Yeah.
It's so fun. That bar is wonderful.
Yeah, it really is. But
Yeah, it's an institution closing for sure.
it's like there's been a lot of those.
There have. We did really good coming out of the pandemic on a lot of new venues opening, like Pillar and Cloudland and
Underground music.
Underground Music. All have been a joy to play. But yeah, Palmer's going away is it's just the neighborhood's just gonna feel different, you know, now. Without that place being there.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's the mosque next door bought it, and so that's what's going to happen. And so it's it's a different and neighborhoods change. I mean, I'm sad for me, but I don't live right there.
Yeah.
Right. And I was at a show a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of said the same thing. I'm like, this really isn't my neighborhood. I don't live here. And if it becomes something that reflects the neighborhood, who am I to say?
The neighborhood belongs to the neighbors.
Exactly.
And
Rather that than a Target moving in.
Yep.
Well, that's it.
Yes.
And that
Whole
was the
piece
great
of mind.
thing with
Absolutely.
Eric and the Triple Rock and giving it back to the community, selling it back to the community. He probably could have gotten whatever he wanted from like First Ave or something like that, or Live Nation, and it was really important that he got that space back to the people that live in that neighborhood, and it sounds like that's what they're going to do with Palmer's too, which is great.
Still sad though. Still something we're gonna miss,
Yeah.
especially as an institution for this music scene, this community. But
Well, like you said, so many new venues popping up.
Exactly,
Someone will take the torch.
Yeah.
Well, and things like Porch Fest and house shows. But the thing I love about a Porch Fest is you can take your kids.
Yes, exactly.
Now I can take my kids to the bar now because they're old enough. But we spent a lot of time going to festivals, and that's how you bring up music lovers.
for sure. Like I have a 7-year-old son who's actually really really into his dad's music, which is kind of mind-boggling to me. But he's gonna come to that Porch Fest show, and I'm really excited that he gets to see the thing that I'm excited for every week.
Same. One of my kids both my kids will be the first time seeing it. Now, one of my kids turns 21 right before that show, so it doesn't matter anyway. But the other one's 17, and she's been looking forward to seeing us play, and this will be the first dance because every other venue we've been.
It's our first all.
That's so nice for you guys. My kids could not care less. I mean, they'll come and stuff, but they're just like, whatever, Dad.
We'll take it day by day. We'll see how they are on the day.
Take it day by day. One line after.
Yeah.
No, I think that's. It's funny because you think about it at all ages. A 7-year-old, cute, but for 17, 21 to see in a different is amazing. Then they can see a whole different.
Yeah.
Because they're in a transition of they're grown ups.
Yeah.
They're kind of like mini people now.
For sure.
My dad is cool.
I don't know if I go that far.
My dad's a person.
He's doing a thing.
Yeah, on the flip side, this will be like the 30th show, our release show. My parents are actually going to be at. It'll be like the 30th show that they've seen me play throughout the years, and it's still always really special when they come and they've always been really, really supportive. Like when I was in high school, like I said, I grew up in a small town, so my bandmates were not from Devil's Lake. They were from the greater North Dakota area, and we would all converge at our friend's house in Mayville, North Dakota on Sundays, and my parents were like, this is a really positive thing, so they would help me with gas money.
Nice.
And they've always been really supportive, and my mom says Peony Park is her favorite of all of our bands, so.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's good.
Then he just was like, but which you say it wasn't?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, my mom has definitely told me when I've done stuff that she doesn't like. I don't think that's what.
Wow, your family is brutally honest. The nice thing about that is, you know you look okay walking out the door if you got
Yeah.
kids are like, you're not wearing that, are you? I bet that looked good on you 40 years ago. You know. Thanks, guys. That's.
Yeah, the Porch Fest will be great because it's all ages, so
Yeah.
it'll be fun. Need more of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, and during the day, I mean, I'm more of a go out at 10 o'clock kind of a person, but I appreciate that. Yeah, you bring new people.
Yeah,
Mm,
Or just
exactly.
they're different. Well, and no chef knows the other restaurants in town. Musicians don't get to see other musicians.
Yeah.
You know, and so
Yeah.
this is an opportunity too. If you're not playing it, to go on the way
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
Definitely.
That's-
A lot of times that's what, if I'm booking a show, that's legitimately where I go. I'm like, I want to see this band and I
Yep.
want to see this band, so let's put them on a bill and that way two
Yeah.
birds, one stone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Once again, tell us about particularly, I suppose, the Palmer show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One last shout out to.
Yeah, 8:23 at Palmer's. It'll be on the right side of the river, away from the state fair, so you don't have to worry about getting caught in
Oh,
traffic.
yeah.
That's right.
So it's not a
Saturday
turf
night
club.
too. So
Doors at 8?
Saturday. Yep, doors at 8. Show at 9.
$10.
Indoor?
Yep.
Yeah,
Indoor.
we believe we're indoor.
We're hoping maybe, since who cares, maybe move us outside, but they have to pay more.
Yeah.
So-
It's unlikely,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, the Porch Fest on August 16th, all ages 1 to 4. We're at the VFW from 2:40 to 3:10.
Awesome.
Mhm.
We will try to make something like that work. So thank
and then
you.
the record's all over the place. It's going to be on Spotify and Bandcamp and Apple Music and
you'll find it mostly on Bandcamp.
yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
again.
We go back to some music.
Yeah, let's listen to Yes I Do from Finnick.